Hey guys, my name is Nikki and I work for Project SOS, and I just want to take a moment to talk to you guys about something that's very personal and very intimate in my own life. I have made some of the biggest mistakes in my life. One of those things was giving my virginity away. And I gave my virginity away when I was 16. And I can't even begin to tell you how much I thought that this guy was the one. I thought that he was it. I thought that I had become one of the lucky ones. You know, one of the ones that finds their soulmate. So I decided to give him the one thing that I could give only to one person. You know, at the time, it seemed right. At the time, it felt right. And so I thought, why not? What is stopping me? If I love him and he loves me and he says he cares about me, then why not? What do I have to lose? From that point on, everything changed. Everything went from so great to being so bad in just an instant. And I couldn't believe how sex had such a big impact on our relationship. And all of a sudden, I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know what I stood for, and I didn't know who I had just given myself to. All of a sudden, we became strangers, and all of a sudden, things changed, and we only stayed together maybe 4 months after that, and we had been together a year prior. So he went off to college, decided he didn't want to be with me anymore, and he found someone else. And I can't even begin to describe how much that hurt. And so I felt like at this point, well, I had already given it away. I had already, had sex with somebody. So why not, if I feel like I love somebody again, if I get into a relationship like that again, why not just keep doing it? Why would I ever stop? And so I got into relationship after relationship after relationship. And every time that I would give myself to somebody, I was giving them a piece of my heart. I was giving them a piece of my body. I was giving them a piece of my mind, just everything. And one right after the other, the relationships didn't work out. And I was 5 years down the road after having given my virginity away. And I looked in the mirror and I didn't know who I was on the inside, because on the inside I felt so empty. And I felt like, wow, if tomorrow I meet the man of my dreams, and if tomorrow I meet my future husband, I don't have anything left to give him. And that is the worst feeling ever. And I couldn't really understand why, how each time, looking back, how each time I had thought about the times where I had slept with those previous boyfriends, why I always woke up the next morning feeling so dirty, just feeling so unclean. And I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, well, these are my boyfriends. We're in love. Isn't that what people are supposed to do when they're in love? Why do I feel this way? And I couldn't figure it out for the life of me until somebody told me about waiting, and somebody told me about abstinence, and somebody told me what it was like to wait and give that special gift only to your husband or only to your wife. And so when they explained this to me, a light bulb just went off, and I was like, this is what I'm missing. This is where I went wrong. This is what I was supposed to have been doing, but I was doing the complete opposite this whole time, and now I'm stuck with all these feelings of regret and guilt and shame. And so I made the toughest decision that I could ever make, and I decided to become a secondary virgin. And that decision was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, because I can tell you from the honest to God truth that I am so much more happier now. And I know what I'm waiting for, and I know that I'm worth the wait. You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait to get married, to give him the most intimate act that I could ever give somebody and not feel dirty. And to feel like this was something that I did right. For once, I did something right. And so I just wanted to leave you guys with that and challenge you that if you've made mistakes and you've done some things that you regret, you can keep moving forward. Don't live in the past. Don't live by your past mistakes. Make a stand today. Say, I am choosing to be worth the wait. And I'm choosing to wait for that future spouse that I know is going to lay down his or her life for me. And I can tell you, as someone who has been in that situation before and now is choosing the opposite, it is possible. So many people say, how can that be possible for you to have sex one day, the next day not? It's possible. It's hard. but it is possible. So if you've made mistakes and you're thinking about maybe becoming a secondary virgin, I want to challenge you to think about it. Really think about it. You don't have anything to lose. You need to know that you're worth the wait.